Welcome to SwitchClicksPodcast, episode 80, recorded on April 19th, 2022. This episode will be discussing the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 push forward for the release. I'm your host, Kaiser, and here are the other hosts. We have Dakota.
Yo.
And Nathan.
Yawn.
It feels weird being on this side of the table.
It happened
You know what's
last
weird?
time.
You know what's even more weird? This reverse delay.
Oh yeah, the push
game.
they pushed the release date. Actually much earlier than because goddamn, it's early.
It's originally it was in September. It was like September 29th, and then now they're pushing up to, or pulling it, you could say, July 29th.
Yeah.
What is that, a difference of 5 months?
That's a lot of development time.
Yeah. Considering the
of
stuff that they have done in the past, right? Because, well, obviously people are going to talk about what's it called again? Something definitive. I don't know what's it called, but yeah. And for the most part, Monolith Soft has been doing pretty well in terms of their games. Really, a lot of them are big hits, and well, most of them, because the team really worked on a lot of games in the past. As not even previous members that weren't in Monolith Soft, even before the founding of Monolith Soft. Though before Xenoblade 1, they didn't really make any good games, or rather questionable titles.
Series.
Not
Xeno
well, the
Saga.
only one is Xenosaga. Xenosaga 1, okay game. Xenosaga 2 basically just bombed the series. Xenosaga 3 is a game.
Which leads me to believe what they're doing now, where Nintendo's kind of dragging them to the side to get them to work on their own games rather than
most definitely.
Which leads me to believe this is probably based on the impact of development from Breath of the Wild 2, because I think it was Digital Foundry who did a recent quick analysis of the trailer, and they said that Xenoblade games use these special volumetric clouds and whatnot, and they said that it needed a lot of processing power to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were thinking the same thing would happen to Breath of the Wild 2, unless there was some magical development thing, which is why I think Nintendo wants to release Xenoblade 3 earlier, so that they have more time to work on Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah. Well, with scheduling with a video game, it's usually it's different from movies, where with movies they work on the movie until the release date. For video games, it's a lot different because they have to have usually about I would say about a month before the actual release date, because they have to manufacture the game physically and also send out the game to reviewers and what do you call them? The books that have a collection of what's in the game.
Art books or the guidebooks?
Books and guidebooks, yeah, because they have to be
not really
they have to be
books.
made.
It's mostly just going to be your little trinkets and stuff. And for the most part, or Xenoblade, the definitive edition of Xenoblade 1 has been very well optimized for the Switch. Actually, looking at the game, it's very impressive how they can compress so much into that kind of size. Holy.
Oh, it was originally a Wii game, so
You say that, but look at Xenoblade 2, and you look at Xenoblade, and then there's definitive edition. There's a big leap in what you could call a Wii game. It's not oh, I don't want to bring this up. I don't want to bring this up, baby.
3DS?
Well, not 3DS, but rather
Wii U?
what's it called, the Mario anniversary thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah. Those are just N6. That's just those have I'm just gonna say less effort put into them. Definitive edition they had the original code to actually for gameplay, right? Not only that, but they just changed the UI to make it actually better or
readable.
a lot of
yeah.
Sure. You haven't played a Xenoblade game, all right?
They pretty much matched up the art style that they wanted to originally make.
Well, not originally make, but rather to match more of a what's it called? Xenoblade 2. For the most part, not only there's been a lot of effort to not just remodel, but also recast do the voices again too, because it's not just us the game, it's not just the game that they were working on. They were also doing a lot of voice casting again.
They
And
recomposed the music too.
yeah,
This is
the remix
crazy.
soundtrack is top notch, baby.
But
I
that
mean,
sets the standard though. Like how
it sets a very
crazy
high standard. Yeah.
how crazy would Xenoblade 3 have to be if it's gonna be pushed this early
All
and
right, you
like
guys did not see the trailer, I assume.
no, I
No.
saw the trailer and like
You
it
guys did
already
not
looks
see.
crazy enough.
All right,
Look
all
like
right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that you guys forgot. Six six party members at the
see
same time.
I wouldn't be as surprised had it not been for Xenoblade 2 having 3 with each of them having a blade with
Oh,
them.
no, no. Here's the thing, because all of them, like the previous two titles, even X had like three members.
So
They're
this
in
is
the
actually 6 or was that
a full party. Yeah, that's
all
before
right?
getting to like the other, what's it called, gameplay stuff. Because you have fusions with the giant mechs and stuff like that. The trailers just has a lot to put in. Honestly, today was a very big day for annoying people. All right, we got people who leaked GBA stuff and Xenoblade 3, and then Xenoblade fans craving for more. Oh boy, I am joking. Like, it really is a big day for annoying people. I'm annoying
Well,
people. I'm annoying people, fellas. Just
it
know
is
that.
it is what it is.
Oh boy.
Now, because
But
they pushed it up, do you think they were like holding the game? How long do you think they hold a completed game for?
I would say, here's the kind of big thing if that's it's not they held the game. It's more so, well, they want to show off the progress, and there's been a lot of progress, right? Like
Yeah,
compared to what we initially saw, if the initial teaser and like the release date.
yeah,
Date.
that was in February, I think.
Yeah, and see how far, and they and Microsoft does have a lot of experience with with the Switch games, right? Because, well, you
Pretty
have,
much all the other games, all the big landscape,
yeah,
like really complex landscapes.
alongside just really polishing up the engine for the Switch too.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah,
because you have stuff with large stuff, not really large stuff, but rather, or kind of how they modeled the landscapes, the rendering, optimizing it so that doesn't turn your Switch into a charcoal grill. So I,
They have some sort of magic with this. I swear
yeah,
they're
and
really smart with the
it
tech.
began with Xenoblade 2 too. So,
Hmm.
well, magic is an understatement. It's just it's more so witchcraft than anything now.
Yeah,
Well,
it's insane.
and I say hold on to because like, what if the game did come out in September? And well, internally they would have known, no, the game was done since let's just say July. But now they're pushing
Hmm.
it up to July. Does that mean they were expecting to finish early, or maybe they just wanted to? Maybe Nintendo wanted to again, what we said earlier is move some maybe developers over to Breath of the Wild 2 because obviously Monolith Soft helps with the open world of those games,
mm. I would
which is
also
interesting.
There's also the fact that most of the models they do are pretty similar to the ones with the ones with Breath by are pretty similar to the ones with the Xenoblade ones.
Yeah, they use
Concerning like the engine stuff.
Yeah,
I also like the lighting too. I just realized that now. Oh,
the lighting
mm,
engines.
yeah. It's much more how do they say this? Alive
Yeah,
in a sense.
that's what they basically just took the Xenoblade clouds to put them in Breath of the Wild
Yeah, and
in Breath
then
of the Wild 2.
obviously they just optimized the game to hell
Hmm.
back. Back.
we're looking at you, Game Freak.
Yeah, why? I honestly want them to, like actually
Step it up
contact Monolith to actually work with them on landscaping and
to actually make
visuals.
good games again.
And there's maybe a second minor thing about Xenoblade. Today, Nintendo announced that the special edition, the physical special edition, will only be available through My Nintendo and Nintendo Store.
Oh my gosh.
Which is
What?
very interesting, but it's going to be absolute hell for any collectors to even get it now.
The only time I've only seen the only time there was something worse, was when they launched the original Wii version of Xenoblade in North America.
Yeah, it's basically nothing.
That was basically non-existent.
Because
I actually had
why?
a
They did
friend
not have
who
enough hope.
had to go all the way to Vegas to get a copy.
The big issue with that really is more so the fact that how kind of Nintendo, because people were begging for this game to come to the West too.
Yeah,
No joke.
and
People were,
Europe already had it like for quite a while too.
yeah. And then the West got it, Shell got it to Smash, and well, big day. Well, we have more annoying people. Well,
I guess that's a bit of a Nintendo's like type of religious thing to make Xenoblade like this big special game. Like it's not like the scale of Mario or Zelda where, there's this
they
amount of
saw
hype
they
or
saw the
it's
popularity. It's
but
like
the way they release it, like the scarcity, it definitely feels a little how do I describe it?
blown out of proportion.
Magical quotation mark.
Oh, you better put those quotation marks there. All right. I would have killed you if you didn't.
In addition
It's
to the weird pre-orders of the special edition, they're
Yeah.
also doing a 10% bundle, or like you get 10% in gold coins back when you purchase any Xenoblade game on the eShop, which is a lot.
Well, that's okay. Well,
compared to yeah.
They set select titles, as in 2 out of the 3 available
Plus DLC,
plus DLC. Okay, well, I guess that's yeah.
which is
Oh
pretty
boy,
much all we have.
I sure
Xenoblade
can't
2
wait to.
DLC is almost its own game at this point.
Yeah.
It is its own game. You can't even call it like DLC. It's just a whole ass add-on, really.
And the fact that the game is coming any sooner doesn't give me any more time to play it.
Yeah, that's a bit of the problem. It's like they tell us to buy these games, but like we don't have the time to
Dang,
go through those.
dang. Look at this
Well,
wallet. Look at what's
Okay,
left in it.
okay.
There's
Well,
nothing.
Kaiser. Okay, at least you were interested in this game in the
Yeah.
Interested,
series
man.
longer
I'm
than I.
interested, man. I literally said it's a big day for annoying people, and I'm right here. Thank you for joining us in discussing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 release date change and what it entails. We would love it if you could follow us on Twitter and listen to future episodes on Spotify and iTunes. Join our community Discord server to continue today's discussion, and we'll see you next time on the Switch Clicks Podcast.